Q&A session. Dear Glendon, why do you give out so much information? Doesn't that hurt your business? I know for you people who have been here for years and already know the answer to this question, I have officially retired from the storage auction business. That's the reason I can be so liberal and kind and nice and give out this information, because it doesn't really hurt me in any capacity. If I were to get back in the business, I think I would have some problems. That's just the reality of it. When I wrote that book, I knew there was a chance that I could never ever return to the storage auction business because people would use my own information against me. Or if I'm bidding on a unit or something, they're like, oh God, he's bidding on it. It's got to be the best thing in the world. So that's the thing. In this life, we have to make choices. I made the decision that I wanted to write for a living. It's something I've always wanted to do, and based on being a special ed kid, 6 years of speech pathology, being dyslexic, to me, it's a killing win that I can actually do this and make a living. For some people, this would be failure because we live in a country where it doesn't matter what you do as long as you make as much money. I don't subscribe to that notion. I think you should do the things that fulfill you, and this actually fulfills me. Also, putting together these videos, working on the blogs, doing all the stuff I do, I really could not do the storage auction business. This is a full-time occupation, believe it or not. And that's the deal. Also, most of this information is geared for newbies. Because after you've been in the business 2 or 3 years, you're going to learn a lot, maybe, if you're actively working on progression of your business. A lot of people just come out and do the same thing over and over again for like 10, 11, 12, 15 years. And they are a vet to a degree, but someone who comes in with a plan and really buys a lot of units in three years will actually supersede that vet in knowledge and experience because they're doing more. The more you do, the better off you're going to be. That's what made me so successful. I bought more units in 3 years than some folks who were out there 10, 15, 20 years because they were cherry picking. And I'm not going to say anything's wrong with that. You know, it's your life. You can do what you want to do. But if you're looking to make money and to build a business enterprise, you have to grow. There's no way around it because you can't live off, okay, you went to a garage sale, you went to an estate sale, and this month you only spent $100, but you made $4,000 on eBay or Craigslist or wherever you sell. And you know, you're rubbing your hands together and you're like really, really happy. Okay, but the previous 3 months, you spent $100 and made $200, $300, $400. From a part-time occupation, that's wonderful. That's great. Okay, no problem. But if you're trying to live off this, that's not going to work, homie. That's just not going to work. So to be successful as a picker, and essentially, let's just define this profession. You're a reseller, whether you're a picker, storage auction person, treasure hunter, anything. You are a reseller. You look for stuff that you can buy and sell to make a lot of money. Or if you're like Barry, where you're keeping all this stuff, but Barry had a produce business for 2 decades and pretty damn well off, so he can do that. And I would say 99.8% of the people in the country cannot do what Barry does, and he's making a grip from the show, so he even has more money to blow. That's not the average person. Another question that I get, I email you, I've called you, and you haven't returned my phone calls. Okay, brace yourselves. Just get ready because this is going to be very, very ugly. I charge for my time. You want an hour of my time? It's $150 to talk to me. Why? Because I feel that I'm worth it. If you don't feel that I'm worth it, you don't feel that I'm worth it. But I'm not going to call you back, and I'm not going to answer emails sort of saying, hey, should I buy this unit? Or people pay me for that. Seriously, they do. And they actually do consulting business. I have a consulting business for people on thrift stores, and you know, the entry level package is $5,000, and people actually pay me that. So that's a source of income. So I'm not one of these YouTubers that's like, I am a prince. I'm going to give you the best, the greatest, the most effective information for free, and all you have to do is pat me on the head like I'm a dog. No, that's not real life. I have possession of some valuable information and I charge for it, and that's the reality of it. So, you know, I do go through the emails, And if it's something valid, like, you're asking something that makes sense, I do respond to those, but usually I'm responding to like 1 out of 50. That's the reality. I know it makes me an asshole, it makes me a bad guy, I understand. I'll deal with the heat. Because the reality is, in this life, you have to decide what is your value. I actually did a video about that because most people don't have what they want out of life because they never said, I am worth this. And before you could say, I am worth this, you must put in some work and build yourself up. You must make yourself valuable because all of those years of starting businesses, and like I said, on the 19th, I have a How to Get Your Hustle On webinar, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's below. And then the next day is the start of the Making Money A to Z Storage Auction webinar and tons of books. And I'm going to tell you, if you take the time and you sit there and you take notes and you watch all 370 something videos, you're going to learn some stuff. You're going to learn some stuff, but your time, you know what your cost is? It's your time, your attention. That's your equity. And a lot of people don't even want that. And I'm just wrapping this up because, most of you get it. And I'm very, very happy because, the people, I had a person who was in the group who's a vet. Been out, knows her stuff. She bought the books as a thank you. So what I'm going to do is, essentially, I am trying to run some people off. And I know in this eBay, in this social media world, no, the more people, the better. From my old school sales target attitude, no, not so. Because if you got 900 people who want your product for $5, then you got 10 people who will pay $1,000 for your product, you're better off dealing with those 10 people. And a lot of salespeople don't understand that. They kind of chase what I call bad leads. And I am a salesperson. I'm a staunch opportunist. That's who I am. I've made no bones about that. And also, I'm going to continue with the videos. And I'm tinkering around. The feedback on the ebook is most people prefer, as one guy put, I want a book. But I'm actually thinking about doing away with the ebook. And I just, to gauge response, I'm going to put a special below this video. And we'll see. Because most of the effort has been on the book. And another business lesson. I have really pulled myself back from a lot of social media. Because there's a few things that really work for me. Twitter and Facebook. All that other stuff is, Google Circles, Google Plus. I mean, some people like it. I'm on there, but I have to go where the metrics are, and my number one driver is YouTube. I mean, everything else is here, and YouTube's like there. So that's where I'm putting all my energy. And actually, I think I mentioned this before, because it's like another question. It's like, what's going on with the blog? The blog will still be in existence, but it's going to be videos. I'm not going to do any more written posts. Maybe just a little bit of paragraph or something about the video, but everything, I'm going straight video. Straight video. Everything I do, video. It's going to be video on one platform or another. And if you like the hustler mindset, you like the Monday morning pep talk, that stuff's at Mr. Glendon Cameron, which is my other YouTube channel. And that's what I'm going to do. And just really, really focus on what's really working and what makes sense. And I'm being this straight and forward with you because many of you want to be business people, or you are business people. And you're going to run into this problem as you start to be more successful because people are going to want a whole bunch of you for little or nothing. They're going to get pissed at you when you don't do it. It's like, I supported you in 2009 and I gave you $9.85 and I still need more value for my money. Pay attention to me. Pay attention to me, boy. That was actually a phone call. There was no boy in there, but that's how people act. So just letting you know, big changes, and there's some more stuff that's coming. I'm working on getting it together, but once I get that done, I will let you know. So that's what's going on. If I hadn't responded to your email, that's the deal. And you're going to get more love from me on Twitter or Facebook. Straight up. All right, this is Glendon, making money with storage unit auctions.